Hey, Tony Guys is here. Now shooting a little 10-minute video series today on this beautiful Saturday. What is this, June 28th? Headed up to the conference from an insurance company in Alpharetta, Georgia. And gonna meet up with some of my agents and team members. Be out here working and doing what we got to do. I want to talk to you about this because a lot of times today with social media, there's so much comparison, and that comparison becomes the enemy. That comparison becomes the thief of joy. Like a cross-country team out here running. That comparison becomes the thief of joy, and it starts to do you in and do you wrong. Those are all grown women. I thought it was a high school cross-country team. Yeah. They've been running probably since 6:30, 6 a.m. All Caucasian. That's what they'll do on a Saturday morning. God bless y'all. And you'll start to feel like you behind because you see people with more money and more success or more time freedom, and you are comparing yourself but not realizing that anything that's going to last takes time to be built. And the work that you're doing, the small steps, the daily work, one step at a time, when you make one good decision and that good decision leads to another good decision, those good decisions start to compile. And as they start to compile, they start to compound. And as they start to compound, now your return is gonna be greater because of those decisions that you strung together. And a lot of times when you look around, you comparing yourself to somebody who had one big break. Somebody who had an outlying chance that you don't even know about that changed everything in their life. You comparing yourself to smoke and mirrors. And I never forget that quote when I heard it, or that phrase, smoke and mirrors. And when you think about it, it's just the illusion. That smoke, it kind of blinds you. You can't see what's going on and the trick being done right before your eyes, but it's behind the smoke. And the mirrors just create an illusion and confusion. And so you'll be sitting and comparing. I remember I had a client who went into, wasn't a paid client, it was a celebrity client, went into a designer shoe store, tried on a pair of shoes, took a picture of the shoe, posted it on Instagram. Took the shoe off, gave it back to the worker, left on out the store. Shoe was never bought. See, but the client knew that the viewer would assume that because they had success or had been known or had made a name or hadn't had a celebrity's child, they knew that the viewer would assume they bought that shoe. And they threw it in the bag. And so now the competition, the other people on the same level, they looking and they like, oh wow, they doing better than me. They able to go get a $1,600 pair of shoes, $1,000 pair of shoes, $2,000 pair of shoes. I'm a failure. And not realizing smoke and mirrors. You comparing your house to somebody Airbnb. They in the Airbnb. You looking at the kitchen. You looking at the bathroom. They don't even own that. Don't tell you that. Because some people do content weekends. They rent the nicest Airbnb in their city or the neighboring major city and go film content all weekend. Next thing you know, boom, got all this content and don't even live there. And everybody looking like, man, that house nice. Man, that house nice. And I can't create no content. I can't post my content because my kitchen ain't nice. My bathroom ain't nice. Not even realizing. You'll see somebody with a big house and not realize their parents paid the down payment. Or who they sleeping with paid the down payment, bought the house, or they renting it. They renting it and living paycheck to paycheck, and they paying 3 times the mortgage to rent it. See, the quote that says comparison is the thief of joy was written for a reason. Because you being built in the dark when nobody's looking. When people can't see those small incremental steps that you taking, you can't see it. But if you consistent and you keep working, it pays off. You ain't worried about day 3. You ain't worried about week 3. You ain't worried about month 3. You waiting on year 3. You need to see what year 3 do for consistency. After you done been consistent, what happens in year 3? Y'all gotta forgive my dim faithful team. Face got a little bit of sheen on there. And tired. I ain't sleep that much last night because we got home late and was up just talking. Me and wife, we be acting like best friends. I mean, we is best friends, but sometimes it don't even feel like marriage based on how they portray marriage. You're supposed to be fighting and arguing all the time. I be like, I'm with my best friend, man. We be up talking. It be midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. We still be up just laughing and talking. And don't even have to be doing nothing sexual. It's just hard to explain. Hard to explain, but God got you. And so you got to keep doing the work. God got you, but not if you ain't doing the work. You got to do the work. You got to get in position. You got to realize that what's for you is for you. Can't nobody take that, but you got to get what's for you. If you're not doing the work in every area of life, if that means pushing a plate away, if that means picking a plate up, if that means sleeping more, if that means working more, if that means walking more, if that means talking more, if it means spending more time with family, loved ones, whatever that means, you got to be willing to do the work. You got to be willing to do the work. And so keep putting in the work that got to be put in, and don't worry about the results overnight. Don't worry about that. It's gonna come. You gotta keep doing the work in the dark when nobody's looking, without any comparison. And it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna feel good. Consistency hurts. Consistency is redundancy. And redundancy is boring. It's not exciting. That's why they call it same old boring habits. You got to do it over and over again. But hey, check all the links in the description. If you don't have life insurance or you need to compare your policy, I got the new Proverbs 13:22 agency. A wise man, a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. Get on the calendar. You'll see it in the description. God bless you. We'll talk soon.